Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Divine Feminine Oracles on Beyond Mystic. I'm Julie, and I'll be your host for tonight. Very happy to be here with my two soul sisters. And I just saw you very recently, but hello again, and welcome to the show. First of all, welcome, Meg. How are you doing?
I'm good, processing some stuff today, as I think a lot of us maybe today and this week would talk about, but feeling good overall. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm feeling the same, processing a lot of very intense emotions that we had during the staff retreat. We're going to talk about that with you guys. And also, hello, Sophie. How are you? Welcome to the show.
Hi, I'm really happy to be there. I'm happy to see you, even though we saw each other just
Yeah.
recently. I'm really happy to see you. And yeah, hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody watching. And as Sophie just said, we're very happy to be here with you tonight. And if you are watching from Beyond Mystic, please also don't forget to like the video. It helps us continue to create some amazing content for you guys. And also don't forget, if you're on Beyond Mystic, to also go subscribe to Maison Jupiter channel, where we do post a lot of amazing original content for you as well. And we just had I'm on the wrong channel. Sorry, my mind is a bit confused today, so you'll have to bear with me. Right here on the Beyond Mystic channel, we had yesterday the Beyond Tarot show here with the amazing Sophie. I just watched it. I just catched up with the show. Did you remember anything from that show? Because I know when you're in the show, you're channeling information live, but can you tell us a little something that you remember from the show?
I remember the Divine Masculine really struggling, and we talked about it, I think, a month and a half ago, something like that, and it's still the case today. Maybe you have the answer, guys, with the astrology. We'll see, maybe tonight,
Yeah.
if we have time, for sure. But I remember that the Divine Masculine is struggling, and I remember because of you, thank you, Julie, for watching my show, reminding me of what I'm saying, because yes, I channel and I forget. It's like when I go to cards, and I think it's the same for a lot of us. I remember that we are now under tons of emotional triggers, and that we don't just have our own triggers, we also have the collective energy in our energy field, and putting tons of pressure and putting tons of extreme emotion, I would say, extreme emotions and reaction because of those emotions.
Wow, yeah, amazing. Thank you for that, Sophie. So if you haven't watched this episode from yesterday, please do so on the Beyond Mystic channel. And of course, if you haven't watched our amazing Astral Decode on, here, wow, I'm so, okay, I'm a bit confused today, guys, but we just did an Astral Decode on the eclipses, so you can find that on the Maison Jupiter channel. I cannot find the video cover right now, but it's right there. And if you haven't watched it, it was a really good one. We decoded both of the eclipses that are about to hit the collective energy, but also the personal energies as well. So the first one is going to be on April 20th, second one on May 5th. And we're already in the influence of the eclipses, because usually they start influencing us about a month before the actual date of the first eclipse. So go watch that if you haven't already. And also the amazing new Psychic Spice episode. You guys just filmed that yesterday and was on our friend Justin Trudeau. Well, I don't know if we can really call him our friend, but just to laugh a little bit here. What can you guys, Meg, maybe what can you tell us a little scoop about this episode? How was it? If you can share just a tiny bit.
It makes me laugh to see Sophie laughing about it. It was very interesting. It's funny to me how many controversies this guy has, yet he is still our standing prime minister. It's really unbelievable. So we got into, what's coming up next for Justin. I like to call him Justin Castro, because we get into it about the episode. We came to the Psychic Spy conclusion that, we think Fidel Castro is really his dad. And there's lots of cool things we found in the astrology, right, Sophie, and the cards, lots of different information. So definitely check that one out, you guys. It was really fun to do.
Cool. Can't wait to watch it and catch up with this an amazing show. Thank you so much. JC here. Hey, JC. With friends like that, you don't need enemies, right? Good one. I love that. And thank you, Intuitive Alchemist. He says these decodes are fire. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah. So, okay. First of all, I'd like to touch base on we just came back. Well, I just came back today from our staff retreat that we had in north of Quebec with all the most part of the Beyond Mystic Maison Jupiter team. It was an amazing meeting. So we had a couple meetings, great discussions. Also, we did the live meditation together. So I'd like to ask maybe you, Sophie, first. Well, first of all, how would you describe your experience at the staff retreat? And if you can tell a little bit of what went on and what did you make of it?
High energy, that's for sure. And I don't know for you guys, but whenever I'm with somebody that has gifts, my own gifts are just even bigger. So to be in that space with all of you, that was just insane energy, high vibration. And I thought it was going to ask me a lot because I'm an introvert to be with tons of people, but it was just really amazing. And it was just super cozy. I'm trying not to cry. I do my best.
Oh, yeah.
But it's really high emotions also there, and just tons of gratitude to be part of this. And I try to say that also in my Beyond Tarot, because it's not just to meet you guys, for some of you that like Soretta, which I hadn't met before. It's not just to be with you guys. It's also to be proud of this group, this community, and to be part of it, that it's truly a family. And whenever now I feel like I'm alone in my small town, or I feel weird because I don't have, we all feel sometimes alone and weird because we have different values, different thinking of the mainstream. Now, I knew it before, but every time it's just reestablished that I have you guys, and I'm just super grateful.
Thank you so much, Sophie. What about you, Meg? What did you make of the staff retreat? How did you feel about it?
I loved it and had so much fun. And I feel a little bit, not emotional, but like not melancholy. I don't even know what the right word would be. Just a little sad that we couldn't be together for longer, that we're not still together, because I love being around you guys, truly love you guys all so much. You're all so magical. And it went by like that, it felt like. And it was so cool for all of us to be in the same room. It was the first time that all of us who do, I think, the shows, if I'm not mistaken, the main shows on the channels, we were all in the same room. We were all sharing space and sharing our intentions, sharing from our heart. It was just really, really beautiful, and sharing our gifts as well. So love all you guys. And I thought it was so cool that our staff retreat started on the day that Pluto went into Aquarius.
Yeah.
So I don't think there was any coincidence there. I think that was a really positive thing for what's to come for our community, our soul family, and that being in groups and connected to our like-minded community is really one of the most important things right now. So love you guys. And love you, Jason.
Oh, thank you. That's amazing. Jim Montgomery says that is super cool that Solrita made the trip. And because we asked her officially how her name is supposed to be pronounced, is it Solrita? Is it Solretta? So officially, guys, it is Solrita. And she likes to be called Sol. So Solrita or Sol. So she made the trip from Australia. So we were so grateful to finally meet her in person. And as you said, Meg, I think a couple months ago or weeks ago, you kind of said that meeting in person would kind of be something very important coming up in the energy. And I was totally feeling that because Solrita, says JC. Yeah, exactly. I had to rewire my brain because in my head it was Solretta this whole time. Yeah. So yeah, she made the long trip, and then we had Janine, of course, coming from Western Canada. You, Meg, coming all the way from Europe.
Mm-hmm.
So we had very special visitors, and feeling the presence, physical presence of all you very magical souls. Like Sophie said, I felt like our psychic gifts might have been upgraded or somehow attuned to a higher frequency. And I agree so much with you, Meg, when you say like the date was amazing. And like it's funny because Meg and I are astrologers, obviously, but we don't always plan it around those days. Sometimes it just happens this way. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
And after we're like, do you realize that we booked it exactly on the date where Pluto goes into Aquarius? And I'm like, whoa. So, and when we pulled cards on that, like the meaning of the date, we kind of got that we were trying to also manifest a higher timeline for the collective and also our group and the Beyond Mystic family, the community, all of you watching, that we were trying to manifest the best timeline possible with that Plutonian, very powerful energy. So, and if you had to say maybe one thing, let's begin with Sophie, about the staff retreat, like what was the most important message maybe that you got there? Did you, what are you taking back from the staff retreat? Maybe a message, maybe a lesson, maybe a guidance? Do you have an idea?
That's a good question. It's just a feeling. It's just a feeling of a few moments here and there with everybody that I had alone or small groups that I just felt really connected heart to heart instead of across the screen or just voice. I just really felt that it was not just for work or for a show or for something that we are trying to come across for people, because it's really heartfelt. It is really deeply connection and, like I said, high vibration. We're not there to pretend. We're 100% raw, honest, and authentic. And I felt those connections in the same way. So I knew that, but like I said, every time that we reconnect in person, it's just every time it's the same message. Nobody is trying to do anything else and just be themselves. And this is, for me, just, this is one of the value that I respect the most. And Beyond Mystic, thank you so much for being there, because lots of people need that. Thank you so much, JC, for creating Beyond Mystic.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much. Yeah, indeed, because I know he went through a lot of hardships to build this community, and it's so worth it. And yeah, very nice words. Thank you, Sophie. And what about you, Meg? Is there like a highlight of the staff retreat? What do you take away from there? Do you have a guidance, a message, something personal maybe about it?
Well, I think a big highlight for me was just feeling that energy of, physically being in person with each other and the magic that happens when we're with our soul family. Like there's so much more increased synchronicities and laughter, and time feels like it doesn't exist anymore. And it feels like it goes by a lot faster, I notice, when we're all together.
True.
So that magical energy, when we feel that with like-minded people, to me, that's a sign that we're on the right path when we feel that. And also something that sticks out to me, I hope, JC, you don't mind me sharing this, but when we were having one of our meetings, JC was sharing, we were kind of doing this really heart sharing moment where we were sharing from the heart, like how much we appreciate each other. And JC was telling us, we earned our stripes to be here. And I feel like that goes for the whole community. Like if you're in a space where you're awake right now and you're conscious, you are of value, and we have been through a lot, particularly the last few years. And I'm noticing in the consultations especially, and I'd love to hear from you, Sophie, if it's the same thing for you as well, a lot of people stepping into their gifts, and that we are needed, and that is of value, and that, getting certifications and doing courses is great for the experience and learning, but it's really the experience of what we've been through in this physical plane and on a soul level, those stripes that we earn. And I feel like we all have that in this community. So I just want to say I love you all. I'm proud of everyone for how far we've come, and follow what you feel to do from your heart during these times, because the world needs it.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Meg. That's beautiful. And then the Rocks here says, may the community go from the virtual computer to the physical real life community.
Yes.
And I know you've been talking about it a lot, Meg. I know you've been feeling this so much. Sophie, could you, well, first of all, if you had anything to add to what Meg was saying, and maybe if you could pull some cards on the importance of getting physically together as a community instead of like virtually. Virtually is still pretty good, but let's just ask the cards what they have to know or have to say. Whoa.
It's going to be a long night.
Oh yeah, I feel it.
Completely agree with you, Meg. Lots of people are also talking with me about getting into their gift. Small note here, it's not just doing astrology or being a tarot reader or doing Reiki. It's also about maybe it's not just black and white. Maybe it's you want to integrate Reiki with your cards, or you want to do pressure point with, you have to mix it up. You have to find your own way of doing it, your own way of what do I like and how can I interpret it. Like for me, when I do the tarot cards, I use also Oracle, and it's fine. And everybody has their own way of doing things, and this is what you need to find, not just your passion.
Yeah, for sure. So and some people express their healing gift as just being like a psychologist to the people around them, or just being a light in the face of adversity, change for other people. So it doesn't have to be something that we're doing right now. It can be something else.
So your question was about the importance of meeting together, correct?
In person, yes.
Yeah, in person.
What do the cards have to say?
I think we have the death card in the mirror, so in the past. So this is the end of the Pisces season for me, the end of the illusions, the end of it was easy when it's from a distance. It's easy, especially during the Pisces season, to just fill the gaps where you don't have the full information with your imagination, and it's just easier. You don't connect 100% to the energy. You don't have 100% of the information. So when you meet in person, we have the Judgment, and we have Numbing, and Page of Swords. It's in French. So when it's in person, you have to absolutely just feel the energy and stop thinking about what you wanted it to be, and just appreciate for how it is truly. So with the Numbing card, that's the reality that hits. It's that you had maybe visions of what you wanted it to be. And this can be with community, this can be with love, this can be with any kind of situation. When we are meeting in person, that's when you absolutely have to open your heart and accept the things how they are. So the importance of being in person, it would be to, it's a lesson of love, it's a lesson of letting go, and it's a lesson of appreciation the way it is.
Interesting. And I like what you said too. And I feel like it's helping us be grounded more in the present moment when we're physically together, as opposed to being more in the mental space, like you said. Yeah, love that. Thank you, Sophie. Barbarella says, are we allowed to give a tip and ask a question personal? Yes, I forgot. And I'm just going to, yes, I'm just going to give the how-to if you want to get a question. So we'll get to the questions in the second part of the show. You can go on Maison Jupiter, and we'll answer the super chats for the questions. And if we have time, we'll answer the other questions on the chat. So if you do have a question, either for Sophie with the cards, or for Meg with the astrology, and if your question regards the astrology, please give us your sun sign, your rising sign if you know it, and your moon sign if you know it as well, because we don't have time to pull up new birth chart while we're doing the live. So we'll look at the chart of the moment with in relationship to your rising, sun sign and moon sign if you have those. So let us know your questions and we'll be happy to read them later on. And yeah, what did I forget to? Okay, yes, the bookings. If you would like to book with the amazing Sophie or the amazing Meg, you can do so on maisonjupiter.com. And please don't forget to use Beyond Mystic in one word to get 10% off your consultation. Sophie, do you have new priority booking for the 30-minute booking?
Go ahead, sorry.
Sorry. Did you add some new ones?
I still have one spot for next Monday, and I have one for next Tuesday.
Okay, amazing. And if you want to have the full 1 hour personal reading, I think it goes in 2 months. Is that right?
The last week of May, I think.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. And if you would like an astrology consultation, either on your own birth chart or to know what the year ahead holds for you in regards to astrology transits, you can book with Meg on the website. And there's a little bit of wait for Meg because she's still doing the consultations that were booked when we launched her in December. But it's worth the wait. I assure you, she's great. Both of them are amazing. So thank you so much, girls. And also we have a pyramid giveaway from one of you lucky supporters for tonight. It is the pyramid named Sabrina from Carla. So we'll just listen to this.
Hey guys, this is Carla from Ascension Organites again, and today I have, going back to Divine Feminine for a bit, Sabrina. So Sabrina is made of strawberry quartz, rose quartz, brass and aluminum metals, and the seed of life in gold. So Sabrina is, just as the strawberry quartz, a piece of joy, happiness, positive thinking, and optimism. It's also made to be a celebration piece. So if you feel like you're stuck in a rut or negativity, she will be the piece for you to get you out of it. I'll give it a quick turn around so you can see it. And there she is. I hope you guys like her, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Carla. That's beautiful. I love the colors.
Wow.
Very divine feminine. Thank you so much, Carla. So this lucky pyramid will go to one lucky supporter. Yes. Wow, this is one of those nights tonight. Not Mercury retrograde, but something like that. And we'll have one also lucky supporter who's going to get a wonderful love candle from the beautiful Elena from Maison Jupiter. And the love candle is a peach and chocolate candle. Those are handmade, and they have crystal infused. They are infused with candles that are charged at the latest full moon. And this one, as I said, yes, it's peach and chocolate, and carnelian is the crystal that's infused in the love candle. So those are available on maisonjupiter.com. And please don't forget also Beyond Mystic in one word to get 10% off. So let's go back to you girls. Okay. I'd like to talk about something that kind of, I think, came up in the ether, in the energy while we were at the staff retreat. And as Meg, you just shared with us, we had a lot of really deep and meaningful conversations, all of us. And I think JC kind of initiated how it is important to say the actual words and how much you care about someone and what you see in them, because it allows them to really see who they are and how much they are actually appreciated for who they are. So I'd like to talk about a little bit of the importance of saying the words and of verbalizing what you are thinking. And I think it also has to do right now in astrology because we're having a Mercury, Jupiter, Chiron conjunction in Aries. So we kind of have the Jupiter Chiron conjunction for a while now, for like 3 months. And now Mercury is also joining the mix. So Chiron is about a lot of healing, a lot of wounds that are coming up. And in Aries, it could do with self-confidence. It could also do with health, the physical body. And Jupiter kind of exacerbates these, sometimes the issues or the healing that is going to be necessary to to be aware of to go to the next stage. And Mercury is joining the mix. So I think now we're being asked to verbalize a lot of things in order to heal. So first, I'd like to ask Sophie, can you pull cards on this conjunction, on this Mercury-Jupiter Chiron conjunction? What can the cards tell us? What's the best guidance?
I'm looking for the right deck, sorry. Okay, let's see. Okay. Page of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, and 4 of Swords.
The famous mouse deck.
The famous mouse deck.
I love
it. Page of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, like I said, and 4 of Swords. Obviously, this means that you will need to find new ways. You will need to find new ways of reacting or communicating or doing your own things, because Page of Wands is asking you to really try to get out of your comfort zone and doing it in a way that is more balanced, to find peace. 4 of Swords. I think that this is also saying that the words yes are important, but to be there for others also will be really important. The 2 of Pentacles reminds you that while you're being there for others, you need to have a great balance. Yes, with your words, but also with your own boundaries. So we go back with boundaries, really important during this time. And the ultimate goal here is to have peace of mind. And it's going to show in your physical healing too.
So relevant, because as the nodes are slowly moving into Aries and Libra in July, right now they're still transitioning into Taurus and Scorpio, but they'll be in the relationship axis as of July. So it really talks about what you just said, boundaries, let's say grounding yourself in who you are, and also kind of having a better balance with how you give and how you take. So it makes so much sense. I'd like to ask you, Meg. Oh, you were going to say, go ahead.
Sorry, underneath the deck, I had the Lovers. So
wow.
If we were talking about this node switching, the last thing I would like to say is that to be able to be in the healthy relationship that you want to be in, you will need to find yourself in a healthy position towards anyone. So you need to make sure that when you're saying yes to somebody, you're not saying no to yourself. So you need to be in that spot right now to heal from those things that's why we have the Page of Wands. We need to get out of your comfort zone to really try to find a right balance for us so we can have the right balance with others.
Wow. And so true. I notice when my patience level is lower and I get annoyed at little small things, it's because I don't respect my own boundaries. So it makes total sense. I'd like to get to you, Meg, if you have any comments on that. And what do you feel about this conjunction? What type of healing do you feel is going to...
Oh my goodness. So much. Did you say something else, Julie? Sorry.
No. I was done. Go ahead.
This is such a powerful moment, you guys. Like the fact that we just had Pluto move into Aquarius. So it's the start of that Pluto and Aquarius transit for the next 22 years. Even though Pluto's going to retrograde a couple times back into Capricorn, it's really the beginning of this transit now and the end of Pluto in Capricorn. So we've got that. We've got the astrological new year. We've got this eclipse season coming up, like Julie was talking about. And the full moon in Libra on April 5th is going to be really interesting because you're right, Julie, the nodal axis is going to shift into Libra and Aries. So this full moon in Libra, our relationships are going to be highlighted. Communication is so important right now. And with Jupiter, Chiron, the Sun, and Mercury all in Aries, Aries is about the present moment. Aries knows how to speak their truth. Sometimes, the dark side is they can be sometimes a little bit too, forceful with their words or something. But usually overall, they're very in the moment. They know how to stand up for themselves. They know how to speak their truth. And that's what I feel with this conjunction with the Chiron, Mercury, Jupiter, is it's what do we need to say? What do we need to say to people around us? What do we need to say to ourselves? what's really going on. We've been in this such intense Pisces energy, right, which can be a lot of illusions and confusion. The past couple of years, actually, with the transit we went through with Neptune and Jupiter, the rulers of Pisces and Pisces. So this whole like tidal wave of Aries that we've got going on with this conjunction and the eclipse season coming up and the North Node going into Aries, it's about getting ground again and getting into our divine masculine side of taking action and communicating what we really need to communicate fearlessly to ourselves and the people close to us. And I think our relationships, I think a lot of people are going to be breaking up, to be honest with you guys. There's going to be breakups. There's going to be reunions, soul reunions, soulmate reunions. It's very much about this. I saw someone in the comments, sorry, I didn't catch, I think it was CJM was the username, said, weird energy yesterday, felt like the cabal died. Like through this shift out of the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius, which I think we're in now with Pluto and Aquarius. That's just my astrological opinion. Some people may think different, but we're in a totally new energy now in relationships, communication styles, ways of life. A lot of things are coming with us onto this new timeline. So it's a super powerful time.
Wow, so profound. And yes, it makes sense, the comment that's on the screen with exactly what you said, Meg, the entry of Pluto and Aquarius. It's kind of, we're in a new era. So makes total sense. Wow. Okay. I love that. Okay. I'd like maybe to ask the cards, Sophie, if you can pull some cards in maybe more precisely the importance of the words right now, on saying the words. What do the cards have to say? And I don't know if it's possible to know the difference from before to now. Is there like a liberation of the throat chakra?
Wow. Justice card, Ace of Cups, Nine of Swords. Right now it's make it or break it. Is that how you say it? We have the Justice card. So this is karma. The things that you have to say to liberate yourself from the karma, or will you have to do it again? Nine of Swords, keeping it inside, not revealing with your words. So swords are mental energy, but also communication words. So it's either you succeed at this with you're going in towards the Ace of Cups, which is your own happiness and feeling your own cup of love, or you go with the Nine of Swords. You stay, and this is like anxiety, nightmares. This is not a good card for, it's not a good card. It's really a good sign. So it's really about either you speak, Ace of Swords is in the balance, or either you have to learn again.
Wow, it seems like we're in a very important time karmically, right? Yeah. Oh, Meg, did you want to add anything to that? What do you feel about this karmic sort of situation with the cards?
I feel like it's interesting because I just kind of made a face there because I pulled a card as well. White Buffalo Woman, Peacekeeper. So this is an indigenous goddess that actually, the last time we did Divine Feminine Oracles, I pulled this card and I forgot to share it because I was feeling her so strongly. So she's coming up again. White Buffalo Woman is with us, and she's about peacekeeping. Let go of the need to be right. So if it resonates with you guys, look into this goddess because she's with our Beyond Mystic community right now, protecting us. And she's all about being a warrior of love, speaking from the heart and not needing to fight, right? That's the dark side of Aries that we've got to be really careful right now that we don't go into. We don't have to go into the physical fight. That is a certain timeline that could play out, is that we have this huge physical conflict, right? But we can use that Aries energy into productive words, healing through the words, expression, physical movement. The words can help us release energy that we don't need to do through physical conflict. And I know a lot of you guys may be thinking, okay, Meg, that's a little bit dramatic. Like, we're not going to be feeling like getting physically aggressive. But we know what's coming with the amount of people about to be waking up this year from being asleep their whole lives, from not knowing anything we know. And how do you think they're going to want to gut level react to that? So we have to hold space. And now it's so cool with this conjunction to be really aware of our words, and maybe even set in intentions through our words every day. Like, we live in a world that is peaceful, where everyone is releasing, the programming we've been under, pain we've been under, in healthy, constructive ways. Like, if all of us in our community were to be doing words like that, we would change the world. Because all of us, I forget who it is, you guys, do either of you guys know who was the spiritual teacher or quantum physicist that discovered that each of our personal energy fields affects 40,000 other people on the planet?
Oh, wow.
So someone actually discovered that through our energy fields, and I'm having a brain fart as to who that is. So if even one of us is saying out loud, we live in a world where everybody expresses themselves from their heart in a healthy way, like saying those things, it affects 40,000 other energy fields.
Wow.
So
I love that.
Yeah.
And I got intuitively from what you got, like a peaceful warrior, which I guess would be the best balance in the Aries Libra axis, because Aries can be the warrior, and you got the peaceful, what was it? The peacemaker?
Peacemaker, yeah.
The peacemaker, exactly. So peacemaker and warrior, it's kind of being the peaceful warrior, still standing up in your truth, but not having a need for physical conflict, let's say. Wow, I love that. So profound. And I feel also the importance of speaking with integrity all the time. When I started doing that a few years ago, I started being more mindful with my words and the actual choice of words that I use in my day-to-day life. Like, obviously not lying helps a lot with manifesting the best timeline in your life, but being very mindful about your choice of words and how you manifest through speaking. Can you pull cards, Sophie, on that, on maybe the best way to formulate, let's say, sentences or use the words to manifest the best timeline?
I heard it depends on your type of moon also. So maybe if you have something to say about that, I will do the cards first.
Interesting. Well, I would have thought maybe more Mercury than the moon, but maybe you'll have to enlighten me about this theory.
Yeah, I heard that from Roma.
Ah.
She is doing your mood decode, and she's providing you how to manifest according to your moon. So let's see for the cards. King of Swords, very precise, but in the same time, I will show the cards. Perfect. So we have Eight of Swords and the King of Swords. So we need to be very precise. So if you're saying something that is half what you want to say, you know that you want something that is more precise than this, but you're not asking for the full thing, then it won't work. You will have maybe just what you're asking for. In the same time, delicate balance, because Eight of Swords is do not ask for too much. So we need to be in this balance where we are asking for something that is clear. The words matters, but you need to not want to control all of it. Otherwise, you're not going to receive it because you're creating a blockage. So the words are really, really important, but there's a part of it that you need to embrace what the universe also wants to bring. So I would say if you are looking for a perfect job, a perfect house, a perfect partner, or something like this, instead of having your list, you can say, I'm letting you decide, bring me what is meant for me at this point in my life for my highest good. So using those words, but not pinning you in a corner, Eight of Swords.
Yeah, still giving space for the universe to kind of work things out behind the scenes, because sometimes we want really precise things and the universe is like, no, I have something better for you. But the way you word your desires and your manifestation makes a lot of sense. Yeah, thank you so much, Sophie. That's really good. Okay, we have questions, girls, and I think we'll start right away because those are very interesting questions. Okay, let's start first of all with Barbarella. Barbarella, she's asking, Capricorn, Aquarius. So I'm guessing she's a Capricorn sun. I guess the second one might be the Capricorn rising and Aquarius moon. What does my love life look like? I'm just going to add our little wheel here to the screen. I don't know if I can hide that. And Meg.
Sorry, Barella, can you confirm in the comments that you're an Aquarius moon or rising? What that placement is?
That would be good. I'm pretty sure the first one is Capricorn, and I'll spin the wheel as if she were a Capricorn rising. And if you can answer the question, Barbarella, that would be great. Okay, so let's start with, let's say she's a Capricorn, either sun or rising.
What is my love life looking like? I am single. Well, right now you've got the Mars and Moon in a light conjunction. And is that the part of fortune as well, Julie? Conjunct the Moon?
It's the midheaven because I put it at Capricorn rising.
Okay, yeah. We've got different astrology programs, you guys. So sometimes what's going on. Yeah, well, the moon moves all the time, but definitely today you're thinking about, the moon moves day to day, hour to hour, right? But it's definitely on your mind, and it's definitely very important with Mars going through your 7th house. Mars is in Cancer now, you guys. So a lot of us are thinking about foundation, family, nurturing ourselves and others. So for you, it's feeling like, Barbarella, you need foundation with whatever's going on in your love life, you said you were single, right? So moving forward, someone who is stable, someone who knows themselves, who is, financially secure within themselves is very, very important. So keep that in mind. And what else is going on? You've just had Pluto go into Aquarius, which is one of our generational planets, but that is your moon or your rising sign. So 0 degrees Aquarius, that is affecting whatever it is that you've got in Aquarius. Pluto is a very sexual, passionate planet. So I think that there's someone that is coming forward for you for sure. But I'm really feeling that around being aware of attracting someone who has a foundation and can support you. And intuitively, I'm feeling like you have healing gifts and you're very similar to us, light worker starseed like us. And it's very important for people like us, beautiful, sensitive souls, that we have people as partners that are actually really grounded, and sometimes maybe even more grounded than we are, if you will. So really feeling that for you. Anything that you guys feel like adding to that?
I just saw Mars in her 7th house, just entered your 7th house. So that's there's a great potential of meeting someone there that you're really attracted to, being a woman, Mars representing the more divine masculine, and 7th house is the house of partnerships. So there's a great chance to meet someone in the coming months, I'd say. Thank you so much, Barbarella, and thank you so much, Meg. Let's go to our next question, and it's going to be Sophie. I'll need you for this one. So question from Daisy Strength. She's asking, she says, grateful for all of you ladies do. Thank you so much, Daisy. How to increase abundance and calm during the coming month? So great question. How to increase abundance and calm during the coming month? She's an Aquarius sun, Gemini moon, Gemini rising. But for this one, I'm kind of feeling that the cards will help you, Daisy.
Okay, so very important through the future months, the next few months, Queen of Swords, Page of Swords, and Nine of Cups. Very important that you reconnect to your core. Queen of Swords is the no BS queen, so it will be important also that you respect how you feel, what is your gut telling you, and how you respond to things around you. So if one time you have a feeling that is bad about somebody around you, you don't have to cut that person out. But if you always feel the same way, right now you have a really good intuition. You should listen to it with the Queen of Swords and be able to make some space in your life if you need that. About your abundance, let's take one more. I want to see, where is your abundance coming? Just removing things from your life, or accepting things coming into your life in the next few months according to your intuition will bring you the calm, because I feel that your gut is really trying to speak to you, and because you may not want to listen right now, it may want to scream at you instead of just go away. You can even just take a moment and be in silence and ask your intuition, okay, now I'm listening, what do you have to say to me? And just stay in silence until you feel that it's done. You can write it down just to remember, and just letting that space that your intuition can come towards you and speak to you, it will help a lot. For the abundance, you will need to have a new experience coming into your life. So try new things, discover new places, try new skills and new people around you, have conversation with them, try to meet new people in your life. It's going to give you, we have 6 of Wands, the success and feeling that you're just successful. So when you ask about abundance, I see it coming your way in energy, health, and just feeling like you are worth $1,000 or $1 million, however you want to say that.
Thank you so much, Sophie. I hope it helps. Daisy, thank you so much for your super chat. Okay, let's go next to another amazing question, and I'll need your help, Meg, for this one. So Christine here is asking, she's a Libra Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising, so lots of Scorpio. I was laid off in January from my job in the mortgage industry. What do you see for me as far as employment goes? So I put up the chart here of right now, putting it a Scorpio rising. So of course we know there's more, let's say, professional houses in astrology, and also I noticed that mortgage industry, real 4th house would be more the real estate industry, but I guess it's connected. Pluto just entered her 4th house, and also there's a stellium of planet in her 6th house. So do you have something, an element of answer for Christine about her employment situation?
Did she say she was working in mortgage or real estate?
She said, yeah, she got laid off from her job in the mortgage industry. What do you see for me as far as employment goes?
Interesting. Intuitively, I'm just looking at your chart and feeling intuitively, I think there's a big shift going on in your career. And what was her name? Sorry, Julie? Christine. You've got those Scorpio placements like me. So especially what's going on with Pluto right now, our ruler just changed sign and is in a 0-degree critical degree. This is a big chime of change for us Scorpio placements. But if you look, Christine, at your 6th house, you've got a stellium of those planets in Aries. New beginnings, taking action, really fresh start in your day-to-day routine and work life. The 6th house of Virgo is our day-to-day routine, our day-to-day work. You know, the 10th house of Capricorn is more our career and our legacy. So there's something coming in, and I think I'm going to say it's coming in hot, and I'm going to say do something that fills you up with positivity, Aries, and makes you feel good. And if you're getting an opportunity in a different direction, it's maybe not something you've done before, but it's feeling good, go for it, because I'm intuitively feeling that right now, really strong.
Wow. And also, like, the South Node is still in the sign of Scorpio, and she has strong Scorpio, being a Scorpio rising, Scorpio moon. So whenever the South Node is in your sign, I feel like it's kind of a let go type of situation. You gotta listen to the synchronicities, trust the universe, let go of control as much as you can, and trust the universe that something better is coming, and trust also the signs the universe and the guides are sending you. Thank you so much, Meg, and thank you, Christine. I hope it helps. And here we got, I hope I'm gonna pronounce this right, Tetinipinator, something that sounds Something like that. Thank you so much for your super chat. We appreciate it. I love you, ladies, and I thank you for all you do. You help so many people, including me. My heart bursts with joy when I get to see you. Like, oh, thank you so much, Tracy. We really appreciate you and your comment. Very, very cool. Thank you. And also, thank you so much to Rebecca here. I want to thank each of you, Sophie, Meg, and Julie, for being so brave with your honesty and love in the work you do and share it with us. Wow. Thank you so much, Rebecca. It means a lot. Thank you. You're right. It does take a lot of courage. And before we answer other questions, I wanted to ask you both, because I watched the latest Beyond Tarot that was yesterday with Sophie, and she was kind of picking up in the energies that we were not only feeling triggered by our own wounds with, I guess, also the Chiron, Jupiter, Mercury conjunction in Aries, which can be triggering of our own wounds, but also the collective wounds at the moment. And I found it was so interesting. And also with Pluto changing sign, it's a truly intense energy, and it can be very emotional. And especially for people with strong Scorpio, because you are ruled by Pluto. So it means that whenever Pluto changes sign or is being very activated, you're going to feel those really strong emotions. Can we pull some more cards, maybe, around, let's say, can we understand a little bit more where those collective wounds are coming from?
Yeah, good question. Let's see. The Chariot or Evolution, Six of Pentacles. We need to be having, oh, the Moon. Wow, wow, wow. Big energy, you guys. The Chariot, Six of Pentacles, and the Moon. So evolution, of course, and I feel with the Six of Pentacles, again, this energy of the boundaries, but on a collective level, it would be that we need to, it's going to sound really bad, I'm sorry. We need to kind of help each other collectively, because we need to try to be on the same level. And it's really, I want to say impossible, but it's like we agree, all of us, to be helping each other at this time, moving towards the collective energy, I think, of Aquarius, that we would help each other karmically to get rid of things. So maybe because light workers have done more works, or they have other ways. This is just me. I will take one card on this, but maybe we agreed on taking more responsibilities and more karma that isn't ours right now. King of Cups, exactly. Yes. We have mastered how to deal with emotions and how to deal with the spirituality more than many others who are not there yet and far from it, baby. And because of, underneath the deck, Six of Cups, unconditional love, because of soul level, we have unconditional love. We agreed, Queen of Wands, we agreed to be helping people to level up with us and to be able to purge even more before we can move to the next dimension, before we can move to the next level, evolution, the Chariot. But this brings us collectively, for a second, I think it's not going to be for a long time, but for a second, it will bring us to go deeper in our emotions, and maybe feeling drained, maybe feeling more exhausted emotions, because it brings us to things that we haven't felt for a long time because we dealt with it before.
Wow. Yeah. It makes so much sense. Meg, did you want to add to that? Did you have something to add?
Yeah, I totally resonate with what you're saying, Sophie. That was very powerful. And I feel too, like with all of these Aries placements conjunction right now, I think what a lot of us are processing, and I think the collective conscious and unconscious processing, is our power that was taken away from us. And that can be a shadow side of Aries, our power being taken away, taking the power away from people. And the system that most of us, if you're listening to this, most of us, maybe not all of us, we've been born into a system that since day one, bam, takes your power away. And so we're taking back the power now that we're in this new earth, that we're on this higher timeline. And there's grief, to process for a lot of us, of time that can seem like it was lost. I don't believe it was lost, but when we live a lot of life in a certain way that was from programming and brainwashing and power that was taken away from us since birth, that's intense, right? So I really feel like this is the year of so many people waking up and snapping out of it. And it may not seem like that right now, but let's wait just even 2 or 3 more months, you guys, especially after this eclipse season. What we've got going with the financial realm, I think, will be a big trigger. It might be the biggest trigger. We will see. I'm really feeling, and I'd like to hear from you guys as well, if you don't mind. Today, I was really feeling strongly like there's multiple timelines. And like what you've been saying, Sophie, over and over again, like nothing's set in stone. I was feeling like these multiple timelines. It's like, okay, we're not actually on just one exact timeline. So it's up to us with our intentions, with our words and communication, like we were talking about, what we want to create and be focusing on that. And yeah, just a lot.
Well, so interesting you say that, because I got that intuitively, like a download while we were at the retreat, that we were trying to manifest the power of Pluto into a more, let's say, Aquarian futuristic timeline that's going to be to the highest good of humanity. So I felt like we were reunited together to manifest. And when we did the live meditation Friday at noon with the beautiful Elena and still Rita and Janine, I felt like it was very important that we were there to hold this energy, to make sure that we were going on the let's say higher timeline. And I have a strong feeling that the words we are verbally expressing are really going to help us. And we had this kind of discussion with JC during the retreat as well. And I think he's going to have a very special guest very soon on the Beyond Mystic channel to interview someone that wrote a book, and I think it's called Word Up, if I remember correctly. And she talks about the manifestation that they're using of words to really manifest it's the higher timeline possible. I feel like the word part is very important. And Fit for Life says, oops. The comment disappeared, Meg.
Wait, I'll bring it back up. Here it is.
It looked like a great, thank you. Multiple timelines and multiple options. Manifest collective on the higher level. Yeah, so we're not stuck in the same, in the old matrix anymore. And I think that's also why many psychic people are getting different timelines of the future. So if, let's say, it also means that your attention is where you put your attention, and on what you focus is going to define where are you going to manifest your energy. So I think this is going to be a great part. Where do I go watch Psychic Spies? It's on BeyondMystic.net. It's available as a pay-per-view standalone, or you can also become an Insider Access Pass member, and you'll have plenty of videos to choose from, including the Beyond the News that is going to be especially tonight instead of yesterday, because we just came back from the retreat. And I think Janine had some flight delays, so it is going to be at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time instead of 8 if you want to watch the Beyond the News episode tonight. And I'm just going to show you right away the poster after the last question that we're going to answer. Okay, so I think I got one. Meg, do you have your cards next to you?
I do.
Yes, you do?
Yes.
Okay, I think I have a question for you.
Some cool cards. These are called the archetype cards, which I love.
Yeah. I love that. They look beautiful.
And then my one ancestors cards.
Oh, okay. So you just pick one that resonates the most. So we were talking about a lot of people waking up and having, let's say, very fast ascension syndromes, and Yogi Bear is part of it. I just had my third eye open Kundalini awakening this week, and the energy is too intense. Please, what advice would you give to help calm down? So how to best live or maybe channel this strong energy of Kundalini awakening, opening the third eye?
Okay, yeah. So this confirms what I was just feeling. Go to a place in nature where you feel totally safe and supported. And may sound funny, but lie down on the earth, put your ear to Mother Earth, and go into a child's pose. And do Yogi Bear. I'm assuming you do yoga. If you're called Yogi Bear, maybe not, but I'm seeing you doing yoga outside and getting totally grounded, doing certain positions, postures, child pose. Okay, outside, going into the nature and connecting to that playful, magical child archetype, part of yourself, to lighten up the energy. Because, yeah, once we start having that Kundalini awakening, man, that is super, super intense. And it can be, like you said, too intense. Sometimes for me, I know when I had happened, it kind of scared me a little bit. And I almost wanted to shut down. But, you know, also call a friend if you need to, call a family member if you need to, go, talk to someone in the Beyond Mystic community. We're all here for each other, you guys. We've got the Discord on beyondmystic.net if you're part of the Insider Access Pass. And ask for assistance. I'm going to pull another card for you.
I love that. And it's so true because it's like you become full of electricity. So you need to, again, the
He is
peacekeeper.
so with us right now. This is unbelievable.
Wow.
So, okay, if you guys can bear with me one moment.
Yes.
I'm going to pull up.
I think she wants to talk to us because she
wants to talk. Yeah. So let's see what she has to say here. Where's the Peacemaker? So this is from the Angels and Ancestors deck by Kyle Gray, who definitely channeled White Buffalo Woman with this card.
Oh,
so
Meg, while you are looking for this, just wanted to share, I split the deck in two and I have Connect with Spirit.
Wow. Oh my
Love
God.
that.
So yeah, Yogi Bear, this is for you, but it's also for all of us, right? Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace and happiness over the need to be right. Rather than trying to prove a point, save your energy for what's important. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone, Yogi Bear. Go be your magical self. Do what you want and go be supported. I keep seeing you actually doing yoga. So if you don't already do yoga, maybe go to a yoga class where there's going to be like-minded people where you get grounded at the same time. Yogi Bear says, please love to send this way, please. I'm a male. Okay, you're a male. All good. Let's see. The Peacemaker, White Buffalo Woman, holds a peace pipe, which is emblematic of surrendering the need to fight and offering harmony instead. She is a soul who knows what it's like to feel under threat and to stand up for what she believes in and what is right. Her medicine helps you to take the higher road in every situation, even if you're under pressure to make a quick decision. It is a reminder that within your hands lies the power to make the right choice for all involved. So this is for you, Yogi Bear, but all of us, be gentle with ourselves, and we don't need to prove ourselves with anyone. And whoa, I just felt that so strong. Like, you do not need to prove yourself to anyone. We are all here. There's 700 people here right now, all on the same page. We got each other, and we're here for each other. So thank you, White Buffalo Woman. That's beautiful.
Wow. Thank you, Meg. And I feel like she had a strong message to deliver from all of us tonight. Thank you. I love that. Okay, maybe one last question for you, Sophie, and then we're going to end the show with words of wisdom and guidance. Okay, I have one here. It's kind of, I think we could do cards on this. So Adil Almanza is asking, what are the gifts or natural talents of a Aries Pisces cup? Pisces ascendant Scorpio moon. I am retired and wondering what to do with all I love. So maybe just an intuitive message with the cards for Adil about what natural gifts or natural talents does she have?
She has a good balance in a sense of knowing what is true, what is not true with the Devil and the Wheel of Fortune. I think that she has a good, I have a word in French, boussole.
A compass.
Yeah, she has a good compass too. You said it better. She has that really good to see who is seeing the truth, who is not. And this is really useful for when you start with this, you can really know who is truthful. But when you get more into that trust, into your gut feeling, into your intuition, you can use it with also the cards if you want to, also to send energy to people, because this is just the tip of the iceberg. I think that for you, the more you get grounded, the more you're going to have access to this gift, that it cannot stop. The devil is something that you can do to excess. So, and Wheel of Fortune is the number 10. So you have a very powerful gift there that if you use, you're going to be able to develop to a level that is really extremely, it's professional level. You can use that to help many people with that gift. So I encourage you to start if you haven't started. And if you know what is your gift, I have to say, I don't think you know all of the extent of it, because you have a lot of gift.
And of course, Pisces ascendant, Scorpio moon, water signs are highly psychic and intuitive. So tarot is probably something that you would like to look into. Oracle cards, tarot,
Past lives,
because you're going to be naturally very intuitive and get really clear messages for other people also. So thank you so much, Sophie, and thank you, Adil, for your beautiful message. And so we just put that on the Academy. So this is going to be the next Libra full moon singing bowl meditation with the amazing Elena and the amazing Janine. And this one will be next Wednesday, so of next week. So we just started the registration for this Libra full moon singing bowl meditation. So this is going to be April 5th, 3 p.m. Eastern. It's a live meditation, very powerful to be there on the live, but also on the replay, as powerful on the replay. And we're trying to get the community all together to also manifest the higher timelines in our personal lives, but also for this collective timeline that we're building as we go. And this one is going to be Libra energy. So we're going to work on balance. So finding a better balance within ourselves, within our personal life, professional life, health balance. So all of those balances. More harmony into our lives, but also having healthy relationships. So that's going to be the theme for this full moon singing bowl meditation, and it's now available for registration. This is going to be on BeyondMystic.Academy, so you can register right now. And it's going to be a sliding scale donation principle as usual. So it is between 22 and 222. You choose the amount that feels the most, that resonates the most to you. So that's it for now. And also I wanted to say that this one is a bit delayed for tonight. It's going to be an amazing Beyond the News. I can already feel it. So 9:30 p.m. Eastern will be the new time. This one is available on BeyondMystic.net. It is a pay-per-view, and also it's available on your membership if you are an Insider Access Pass member. What else did I have to say? Here's the schedule for this week. Wow, what a schedule. So yes, we just came back, but we're already going strong with all the lives. And tomorrow on the Beyond Mystic channel, there's going to be the amazing Beyond Astro with Meg at noon Eastern. Do you have a little bit of a tease you could give us, Meg, on where you're going to talk about for this live episode?
Little bit of a tease. We'll get more into kind of vamping on what we've talked about a little bit here with that Aries energy and how to prepare and what to take action on, and some other things that will be surprises for tomorrow.
Okay, let's keep a lot of surprises. I love that. Thank you so much. And of course, if you would like to book with Meg or Sophie for a one-on-one consultation, you can do so on maisonjupiter.com. Please don't forget to use BeyondMystic in one word for 10% off. And I feel like it's a great way to know what's ahead of you and how to best prepare for the energies that are going to be very activated in your life. And oh yeah, I was going to forget. If you would like to get started maybe with your astrological birth chart, so these are the personalized birth chart on maisonjupiter.com, and it's a digital art print in the color of your choice featuring your own personalized birth chart, which is kind of your blueprint for your incarnation. And also it comes with a 15 to 20 pages report explaining your most important planet placements and alignments. So it's a great way to start knowing more about your personal astrology. And don't forget to like this video if you liked, if you enjoyed this content. And please also don't forget to subscribe to Beyond Mystic and also to Maison Jupiter. And we'll see you very soon. Thank you so much, lovely ladies. And yeah, do you have a word of guidance to end the show with high vibes? Maybe Sophie, I see you smiling.
I always smile.
Oh yeah, JC says, don't forget the Manifest Destiny, 8 p.m. Thursday also. Good point.
Let's take
so many shows this week.
Focus on your success and abundance. Okay, so this is the advice for this week. So manifest this week, manifest and connect with your abundance in many shape and form, not just about the money, but about the food, about the joy, about the opportunities. And yeah, I think that's my advice for you this week. And Sambuca wanted to say hi. I'm sorry for the noise.
Oh, hi, Sam. Hi, Sam. The cats are so present these days, right?
Yeah.
What about you, Meg? Do you have a word to end the show in a high frequency?
We're on the higher timeline. Welcome to the revolution. Welcome to the new earth. Welcome to the age of Aquarius.
Oh my God, I love this.
If you feel to, in the comments, type and say out loud what your intention is, something that you feel to say. Let's do it together.
Yeah, we love reading your comments. So please don't forget. Let us know how do you feel about this great new timeline that we're stepping into with Pluto in Aquarius. That's going to be power back to us. I love you guys. Hope you appreciated this episode of the Divine Feminine Oracles, and see you soon. Au revoir.
Bye. Love you.